Among the many changes in 2022, a noticeable one will be the new teammate for Lewis Hamilton in the form of George Russell. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has now praised Russell while possibly undermining the former teammates of Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes in the process. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Wolff takes subtle dig at Bottas and Rosberg. During the car launch, Toto Wolff accepted that having a young driver is an interesting situation. We have never had a situation of a number 1 and number 2. This year, we are in the interesting situation with George, a rising star and undoubtedly the best driver ever in the other seat. Earlier, while speaking to Automotor und Sport, Wolff had been asked about having a competitive young driver. I would wish that we rather had 2 lightning-fast drivers fighting for victory. He also responded to whether Lewis will be able to accept being beaten by a much younger teammate. The measure of Lewis is often wrongly questioned. Even after the events in Abu Dhabi, he immediately congratulated Max. Lewis only wants one thing: fair competition on the track. We will deliver that. During the car launch, Wolff summed up his words on this topic by speaking about the team dynamics with a new driver. The dynamics are new, and that's something we want to steer in such a way that it's going to have the most positive effect on the development of the car. It's fundamentally different from what we're used to. Only when we race against each other will we see if it gets easier or not. Fast feed. The rule stating at the start of the race each car which qualified for Q3 must be fitted with the tyres with which the driver set his fastest time during Q2 has been scrapped for 2022. Williams driver Alex Albon feels that the upcoming Barcelona track session will be about making sure they're efficient with their time. This is to best ensure we have a competitive package heading into the season. We don't have many days before our first race. So, we quickly need to understand which areas of the car are strong and where we need to make improvements. Mercedes driver George Russell stated that we have all seen the photo of Lewis and I when I was 10 years old. We have both changed quite a lot since then. I was a young kid aspiring to reach Formula 1, and Lewis was a world champion at the time and a superhero to me. You see these incredible people and you don't think they are human. And now, grown up and having the opportunity to race alongside Lewis is a real privilege because I've got such a great opportunity to learn and see how the best does it. Lewis Hamilton, meanwhile, revealed that he has driven the simulator. The car is so much different. It's so different to any other car I've driven in the past in terms of the aero balance and how it shifts, and the mechanical balance. F1's managing director Ross Brawn feels that the new rules will take a little while to settle in. But I think we're going to be in a far better place going forward with the type of car we're going to have than the ones that we've had previously. There's lots of optimism for the season, and I think we'll see some interesting results this year from some of these young drivers who are coming through. Toto Wolff suggested that Lewis Hamilton's disqualification in Brazil created the situation for him where the determination on doing the talking on the track was enormous. From then on, there was no looking back. Lewis destroyed the competition in every race going forward. Will Mercedes allow George Russell to race freely against Lewis Hamilton? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.